Hi, fellow adventurers. Today we are going to go on some incredible journeys without ever leaving our reading nooks. We're going to dive into 3 amazing books that will transport us from the comfort of our couch to worlds of excitement, danger, and discovery. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to travel through time? To face prehistoric creatures? To solve mysteries in faraway lands? Well, these books that I'm about to show you will take you there. In the next few minutes, we'll journey through forests with curious siblings. We will go on adventures with wolves and trek through mysterious mountains alongside unlikely heroes. And these stories aren't just adventures on paper. They're invitations to expand your imagination, build your courage, and discover the adventurer inside you. So grab your bookmarks, your imaginary backpacks, adjust your reading glasses, and prepare for takeoff, because our literary expedition begins now. Hi everyone. Today I want to take you on an incredible journey with Magic Treehouse, Dinosaurs Before Dark, the first book in Mary Pope Osborne's beloved series that has captivated young readers for generations. Imagine this. An ordinary afternoon turns extraordinary when 8-year-old Jack and his 7-year-old sister Annie discover something amazing in the woods near their house in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania. Hidden among the trees is a magic, mysterious treehouse, filled to the brim with all kinds of books. But this is no ordinary treehouse. When Jack opens a book about dinosaurs and wishes to see a real pteranodon, something magical happens. The wind begins to blow, and the treehouse starts to spin, and suddenly Jack and Annie are transported back 65 million years ago. What begins as an exciting adventure quickly becomes a thrilling exploration as our young heroes encounter incredible prehistoric creatures. They observe a peaceful triceratops munching plants. They spot an anatosaurus swimming in a lake, and they even hide from the most fearsome predator of all, a massive Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, as the sun begins to set, Jack and Annie realize they have a serious problem. How will they find their way back to the treehouse? How will they get home before dark? With night approaching and dinosaurs everywhere, the siblings must use their courage, quick thinking, and their newfound knowledge about dinosaurs to navigate this prehistoric world. Now, if you love dinosaurs, magic, or just a great adventure with characters just like you who solve problems with knowledge and creativity, you will absolutely love the Magic Treehouse, Dinosaurs Before Dark. I know that I couldn't put it down, and I bet you won't be able to either. Who's ready to climb into the Magic Treehouse and see where it takes us next?
Hi friends, have you ever imagined what it would be like if you suddenly had to leave your home and find a whole new place to live? Well, that's what happens in this super cool book, A Wolf Called Wonder by Roseanne Perry. This story is about Swift, a young wolf who gets separated from his family pack. All alone, Swift has to go on an amazing journey that takes him 1,000 miles. He travels across huge mountains, hot deserts, and even has to cross dangerous roads where cars zoom by. The coolest part, this story is based on a real wolf. Scientists put a tracking collar on a wolf they called OR7, and they watched as he went on almost the exact same journey. This real wolf walked all the way from Oregon to California, from one side of the state to another. Can you imagine walking that far? What makes this book extra special is how the author lets us feel like we are the wolf. When you read this book, you'll imagine how it feels to run on 4 paws, how amazing wolf noses are at smelling things miles away, and how wolves use their awesome hearing to hunt. It's like putting on wolf glasses and seeing the world in a totally new way. If you liked books like The One and Only Ivan or Pax, you're going to love this book. Just like those stories, A Wolf Called Wonder helps us understand that animals have big feelings and amazing adventures too. Swift isn't just trying to survive. He's looking for a new family in a place where he belongs. Hey everyone, have you ever gotten lost before? Maybe at the mall or in a big store? Well, imagine getting super lost in the amazing wilderness of Alaska. And now imagine you're stuck there with your former best friend, who you're not even talking to anymore. Yikes. That's what happens to Amos and Marlo in this awesome adventure book called Off the Map. These two kids used to be the best of friends, doing everything together. Something happened and now they barely even look at each other. And then boom, during a trip to Alaska, they get totally and completely lost in the wilderness. There are huge mountains, thick forests, and wild animals all around them. Can you imagine how hard that would be? I mean, you're trying to figure out which way to go, where to find food, and how to stay safe. But you have to work with someone you're mad at. Well, that's what makes this story so exciting. As Amos and Marlo try to find their way back, they face all kinds of cool challenges in the Alaska wilderness. They have to cross rivers, climb hills, and figure out how to stay warm when it gets super cold at night. But the biggest challenge isn't the wilderness. It's learning how to be friends again. Can Amos and Marlo remember why they're best friends in the first place? Can they work together to find their way home? Or will they stay lost, both in the wilderness and in their friendship? Every step they take is like a step in their friendship. Sometimes they're moving forward. Sometimes they slip back. But they keep trying. And that's what makes this story so awesome. If you liked adventure books like Hatchet or stories about friendship challenges, you're going to love Off the Map. It reminds us that sometimes the most important thing we can find when we're lost is each other. Now, who's ready to join Amos and Marlo on this super cool adventure? I know I am. Let's go off the map.